Hello, welcome. I don't know what this is. We should name it. It's like like you're in a dream, but you're not. Welcome to Back Talk Live with Conservative Momma. That's how I'm going to enter every show now. And we're live. Okay. Hi, guys. Who's here? Get on in here. Let me see. Let's see here. Let's just go. Let's look and see who's here. I want to talk to you. I want to see you. I want to see your faces. Well, your emojis or whatever. We'll call them something. Okay. Hey, guys. Hey. Hello. Hey. Roar. Yes. Cello. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome. Hello, Jackie. Hello. I like the hello. It's like a long welcome. All right. Let's see here. Maggie. Hello. Esta, that's beautiful. From New Jersey. What's up? My voice kind of cracked there. It's like, okay, I'm squeaking. Get in here, guys. Get in here. What's going on? How are you guys doing tonight? Are you good? Are you ready for the weekend? Have you had a good week? Did you have a good week? I had a good week. It's pretty good. Not so bad. Got a lot of things, lot going on. Let's see here. Who else is here? Hello. I love you. Hello from Illinois, Albeth. Hello. Kevin, hello. Hello, Jonathan from Indiana. Hey, guys. What's going on? I'll see, you're on the side. I could go like this, and it's more. It's a giant. Pretty soon we'll have phones this big, guys. Pretty soon I'll be like, hello. Okay, let's see here. Why aren't my hearts popping? I don't know. Give me some hearts. Give me some love. Show the love. Gosh, I need my tea. Look at my tea. You think it's tea. We'll call it tea. You don't know what's in here. No, but it really is tea. But maybe it has a splash of something in it. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. That's the mystery. Okay, let's see here. Tammy, yes, from Corpus Christi. What's up? South Jersey. Yes, hello, Patricia. Andrea Elizabeth Collins. Hello, I'm trying. Oh, okay. Mine is wine. Oh, see, I love wine, but if I drank wine right now, that I'd be like, I don't even know what I'm saying to you guys. Like, I need to kind of convey. I need to tell you guys some things, and I would just totally be off the rails if I started drinking. You know what? But I am setting up a Patreon for people that pay a certain amount or whatever, and they get a happy hour with me, and then we all just we gather and we drink wine and we act stupid, just real stupid. But you give me ideas on shows and scripts, and it's awesome. So we're doing that. Hello there. Hi. Hello. I love our president. I love him. I love him the most. Remember when you were a kid, like who you had to love him the most? I love him more than you do. I love him the mostest of the most. Okay. Hello, Sheila. I drank all the beer. I have to wait till tomorrow. Drink all the beer. No. Hello, Carrie. Okay. Let's see here. Hello, Liz, Dan. Hello from Florida. Nikki, what's up? John Hennessy. Hey, from Knoxville. Hey. Janice. Hello. I love him more. No, stop it. You stop. Okay. All right. Let's get started. Let's do this. Let's get the show going. Oh my gosh, there's a show. We're doing a show. Focus. Okay. So much has happened this week. We had an awesome State of the Union. That was fabulous. A lot of great things have happened. Oh yes, and a shout out to Marie. Thank you. She is moderating for me on YouTube, which is awesome. Thank you so much, Marie, for doing that. That really means a lot, and I appreciate you moderating for us. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. What a week. Okay, yes, what a week it's been. And I guess some of us totally forgot that the Grammys even happened. Did you forget that the Grammys happened? But I didn't even watch because I'm not a fan of the whole Grammy thing anymore. It's just basically everything is turned political, and I'm just like, I like music, and I just wanted to hear music, and now you're talking about how much you hate the president, so I can't watch you. But I guess that when you lose a presidential election, you are summoned to the Grammys to read from a book that's just totally fake and false, and a lot of celebrities get a kick out of it. And I think we have footage, don't we, Rob, of Hillary? I think it was Hillary lost. She lost the election, and I think we have footage of her reading from a fake book at the Grammys. So let's check it out.
One of the things that you get to do after you lose a presidential election is you get invited to the Grammys to read excerpts from a book that's totally fake. He had a long-time fear of being poisoned. One reason why he liked to eat at McDonald's. Nobody knew he was coming. The food was safely prepared. And that's the one! You think so? Grammys in the bag?
Hey guys, I got my hair done while you guys were watching that. It went really fast, but I got it done. And I think I'm going to stick with this because I feel empowered. I feel liberated. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Do you like it? Let's have a serious conversation. Let's talk about the memo. And don't be distracted. I need you guys to focus and tell me what you really think. Okay, we're trying to have a real conversation. Guys, seriously. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. All right. I've become like the wig lady. Everyone's like, you're the wig lady now. You wear a lot of wigs. I have my kids running around in wigs. We're all wearing wigs. They're kind of creepy when they're not on you, though. Like, it's kind of, it's like, what? It's better when it's on, because when it's off, it's kind of like, it's like a circus. It's kind of like, yeah, you expect, I don't know. I'm not going to go there. Okay. But I love the fact that Hillary, like when you study her mannerisms, she turns her head, she turns her whole body when she's trying. Have you noticed? It's like she's wearing a neck brace. Okay. Anyways. All right. So President Trump had the State of the Union, and the people, the bunch of celebrities got together and they decided to have the people's State of the Union. And it's again not recognizing the fact that the people of the United States of America voted for President Trump, and President Trump gave the State of the Union. But they decided to have the People's State of the Union. But the people was really just a bunch of global elitists and celebrities that got together and wanted to hate on Trump. I mean, there's various people that showed up. Let's see here. I think with Cynthia Nixon, she was threatening, like if Mueller's fired, that it's over. Like she's going to come for the White House if Mueller gets fired. And that just says to me that she's so behind in this whole game. She probably doesn't even know that Mueller was involved in he sat in the FBI. He was the head of the FBI during the whole Uranium One scandal that took place, that we're still waiting Jeff Sessions to come to and prosecute on that. But Amy Schumer was there, Michael Moore was there, Mark Ruffalo. They're all just sitting there hating on Trump. And you know what? Some of you guys, a lot of you guys that follow, that I lived in Hollywood. I worked for a well-known celebrity. I lived in their home for a while, and I saw firsthand how these people live. And I find it really amusing that they think that they're going to hold a protest, basically protesting that the middle class working America is finally doing well. That middle class working America is getting money back in their paychecks. That, let's see, Black unemployment is at all-time low. Hispanic unemployment is at all-time low. People are seeing their 401ks take off. They're seeing the stock market soar. And this upsets these people. They don't want you to do well. They want them to do well. And they want you to come and see their movies and pay them. But they don't want you to do well. And so they're going to have a protesting about how well middle-class working America is doing. I mean, so that's why I can't watch the Grammys, guys. I can't watch the Oscars. I can't do it. I mean, of course, I'll watch it I'll watch, YouTube clips later so I can make fun of them. But I can't watch. I can't pay people that want me to do bad, because that's basically what they're protesting. They're protesting that middle class working America is doing well. We want to keep Americans safe by securing the border. They hate that. I mean, they literally hate everything that America stands for. So Can't support him. Won't support him, guys. All right, let's see what's next. I have, I'm sure you guys have heard about the memo at this point is being released. I guess, is it tomorrow? I heard. I think Rob and I were talking. It keeps changing, but they dropped the memo off to Trump on Monday night, and he has only 5 days to say whether or not he's going to release it. And so today, the FBI was hardcore pressuring the president on releasing. If he does release it, they're saying you have to redact all the names in it. And I'm like, well, if all the names are redacted, then what is the point? Because we need to hold the people that committed these crimes accountable. So I don't want the names redacted. I want to know who was making the calls, who was basically breaking the law in order to benefit an election. And for those of you that are you're busy, you don't know what's going on. The memo, it's basically a 4-page document that Devin Nunes, he's the head of the House Intelligence Committee, he put it together, and it basically says a rundown of essentially the Democrats or whoever, we can't really say, they got a fake document that said that Trump had kind of mixes, and was involved with Russia or whatever. And they said, we're going to put this fake document together and we're going to take it to the FISA courts. And the FISA courts are foreign intelligence, and they do surveillance. And they brought this document to the FISA courts, and they said, hey, this document says that, basically proves that we need to spy on Trump. And this is Trump as a private citizen. Okay. So we need to spy on him in order to prove that he's working with the Russians, even though the document that they used to try to get the FISA court to give us surveillance is fake. It's fake. So they used a fake document to spy on a private citizen. It's a total violation of the Fourth and a total abuse of our FBI. I mean, that's nuts. That should not happen, guys. And I don't even care if you're a Democrat, if you're an independent. I don't care I don't care. To have our FBI and our Department of Justice violate the law in order to try to unseat a president, in order to make something a president that won an election, or in order to prevent a president from winning an election, in order to do that for their own political purposes, that's treason. That's jail time, and you should be upset about that. Can you imagine if President Bush, before Obama came into office, if President Bush got a fake document made and he took it to the FISA courts and he said, hey, you need to, spy on Obama because this document that we're giving to you is fake. You need to spy on him because we don't want Obama to win. And if he does win, we're going to use this to try to impeach him and to start a whole special counsel that we're seeing Mueller do right now. So, and the FISA courts approve it. Can you imagine if later Democrats found out that the Bushes spied on Obama in order to try to overthrow him as president? There would be that would be headlines. That would make Watergate look like just like nothing. It would look like crumbs, just crumbs. So, everyone, I don't care who you are, you should be upset about that, and we should demand justice on that. So that's what's going on with that. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that he releases it. They're saying that the Democrats are accusing Nunes of modifying it or making changes after he presented it for a vote. The only thing he did, he made a few grammatical edits, and he made a couple changes that the FBI, who don't want it released, made. So that's all he did. It's very simple. So nothing changing of what the memo says inside. Is grammatical and some edits that the FBI requested. So let's hope that's released and we'll see what happens, right? Okay. So now to my favorite part, because the President of the United States, whom I absolutely love, gave an unbelievable State of the Union address. It was beautiful. It was awesome. It hit everything that I wanted it to hit. And he talked about just, all the wonderful things that's happening in America right now, tax cuts and how they are affecting the middle class and working Americans. Over 3 million people have received tax cuts, which is just phenomenal. And then he went on to talk about just like the American dream being alive again. and recognized our veterans, and he has a huge passion for that. And I have a huge passion for that. Any veteran out there, love you guys. Thank you so much for doing what you do. You make our country great, and we could not be who we are without you. So thank you. And I'm so thankful that I have a president that appreciates the military. Again, so he talked about protecting religious liberty, regulations being eliminated, the Obamacare mandate being eliminated, which I absolutely love. Infrastructure. And this is the thing. People are like, well, why won't Trump work with the Democrats? Well, listen, okay. The Democrats love infrastructure. They love spending money. They love big, big budgets to work with on infrastructure. And so Trump basically, which is not conservative when you think about it, put a huge budget proposal out there, a 1.5 trillion for infrastructure. So that is definitely walking the middle road here. That's not far right or far left. That's, hey, I'm the president of the United States. I want to work to make this country better, and I'm willing to spend some money, which the Democrats love to do, on infrastructure. And that's what Democrats want to spend money on infrastructure. So this should make them happy, but they're not happy because it's Trump and they're just not going to like him no matter what. But if you are a Democrat, you do know that infrastructure is a huge part of your platform, and you would be happy with that. You would be happy with it if you were thinking logically and not emotionally. So what else? And then he said, basically, I love it. He basically came out and said, I want to give 1.8 million immigrants here that came here illegally. I want to give them a path to citizenship over the course of 12 years. He wants to do it. All he wants in return is securing the border, ending the lottery, which is just a gamble of whoever gets in. Instead, he wants a merit-based system where you select people that are really going to contribute to our society, which makes sense. And then he wants to end chain migration, where you can come and your husband can come, or your wife can come and your kids can come, but your second dog cousin that lives in God knows where, he can't come because he's not immediate family, which makes sense. So it's not like he's asking for crazy, outlandish things. He's asking for simple things to refine and make our immigration system work more efficiently. So I mean, we'll see if the Democrats want to make the deal. If they care about these people that they say they care about, then they would make a deal, right? I mean, who agrees with that, right? Okay. All right. So, and were you guys not amused by Nancy Pelosi? I don't know what she was chewing on at the State of the Union, but she was so, this is her mad face. Like, it was like, I expected her to like bring out like something to spit in. I thought she was chewing. I really did. I was like, oh, Nancy chews. Go Nancy. No, I don't know what she was doing, but I was amazed at the liberal response. I mean, when Trump talked about the Black Americans, the lowest unemployment ever, the Congressional Black Caucus was just like you would think, if you really want what's best for Black Americans, then that would make you happy, because we're working. We're making people work instead of not having a job. People are working. They're contributing to our society. That is a good thing. That's what people want. That you would think that that's what they want. But, and then also, Chuck Schumer looked like he was about to explode. I thought at any point he was just going to combust and spontaneously just combust. But so we were lucky enough to get some footage of a liberal's response, like live, while they're watching the State of the Union, which is pretty exciting. So let's roll that and see what they thought.
Let's begin tonight by recognizing that the state of our union is strong because our people are strong.
We don't want it to be strong.
We have created 2.4 million new jobs.
You know what? Keep your jobs. We don't want to work.
I'm very proud of African American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded.
He is so racist.
And just as I promised the American people from this podium 11 months ago, we enacted the biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history. Because Americans are dreamers too.
No, Americans are not dreamers. We don't dream.
Roughly 3 million workers have already gotten tax cut bonuses.
I hate bonuses. I hate them.
Apple has just announced it plans to invest a total of $350 billion in America.
Great. Now I can't buy Apple products anymore, you guys.
I am proud to report that the coalition to defeat ISIS has liberated very close to 100% of the territory just recently held by these killers in Iraq and in Syria and in other locations as well.
No! No! This is seriously the worst night ever.
I mean, please. That's what we're witnessing. Like people just throwing fits that America is doing well. Why? What? I can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. I don't understand. People are working. People are getting money back in their taxes and they're getting bonuses and the economy's doing well and the stock market is doing, it's just like everything's going well and they're upset about it. ISIS has been defeated. Like that should make every single American just cheer. Those people are bad. They're bad people. They want to kill Americans and we defeated them. Like be happy. Oh, and so of course I was on Twitter and I just kind of just troll Twitter and I came across Joy Reid's tweet, which she is an anchor at MSNBC, and her tweet reads: church, family, policy, police, military, the national anthem. Trump is trying to call on all the tropes of the 1950s era nationalism. The goal of this speech appears to be to force the normalization of Trump on the terms of the bygone era his supporters are nostalgic for. She literally is trying to tie church, family, police, military to racism. I mean, how sad is that? Again, throwing the race card when those are things that our country is founded on. Church, we're a nation founded on God, like Judeo and Christian beliefs. Study history. George Washington. I mean, all of these guys, they were believers in God. So she slams that. She slams the family because family. I mean, she slams police, military, and the national anthem. All things that are good. Those things right there listed. Like, how sad is that? That's why I do what I do, and that's why if you're watching, you should be speaking out. You should be standing up and speaking out. And who cares what people say about you? Who cares what people think about you? You need to have a voice. You need to stop this because this is what they're attacking. This is what they want. They want to take out the church, the family, police, military, national, everything that makes our country what it is. She has a voice, a strong voice on the left. And that's what they want. That's so, I just encourage you guys just to, have a voice, have a say, and use that voice to inflict logic, not inflict the right word. I don't even know. That sounds like bad, but to introduce logic, because logic is not emotionally based. These people try to attack emotion. She tries to tie race to it, which is an emotional, avenue to go down. Every time you study at the liberals' objective, oh yeah, they tie emotion to it. And I mean, Joe Kennedy, for example, he basically a trust fund baby is who they picked after the State of the Union to give a rebuttal. And we realized that he was standing in front of I don't even know, what's the name of the car, Rob? some kind of 67 something. He knows all his cars, but he's standing in front of it. And then when you look closer, like that is the car, I believe. Is it the exact car? I don't know. But Ted Kennedy, okay, he was drunk driving and he crashed into a river. His uncle, was it his uncle, Ted Kennedy? I don't know how they're related, but they're all Kennedys. They're all related somehow. He crashed into a river, okay? He was driving with another woman. He was so drunk that he didn't want to call the cops or have anyone get involved, right? So he leaves her in the car and he goes and sobers up. And in the meantime, she drowns and dies. And this guy doesn't do time, no consequences. He's rich and he runs for the Senate. So that gives you a look at the people that are in DC. Okay. That's why we have a president that wants to drain the swamp, because of people like that. Okay. That's why you drain the swamp. That's why you elect a president that's going to get rid of these people that are just, they're bad. They're bad people doing bad things. Oh, and here's a picture of good old Maxine. Impeach 45. Impeach him. Every time I see her, I want to yell impeach 45. Impeach him. But she gave her rebuttal to the and I mean, I would love to play her, but we're not going to do that. But she attacked Trump too. She attacked Trump because Trump is, providing jobs, because Trump is doing great things for this country, and she hates it. She hates it, which makes me wonder, do these people want America to fail? Is that your goal? Do you want America to fail? Do you want Black unemployment to be to not be at its lowest? Do you want a lot of Blacks to be out of work? Do you want a lot of Hispanics to be out of work? Is that what Maxine wants? Because Trump is providing jobs and she hates Trump. So it makes you wonder, do you hate that he's doing good things for the people that you say you care about? I mean, you just got to ask these questions, right? So anyways, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you guys thought. Let's take some questions and answers. That's why I'm here. We could just do a whole question and answer time, but I like to give a little rundown in case you're too busy to really know what happened this week or what could happen tomorrow with the memo and all that stuff. So I always like to give you a quick rundown, show you a few videos, and but let's hear from you. Let's get on my chats. Check it out. Let's see here. What do you got? What do you got for me? Oh yeah, Omar Navarro is running against Maxine. So vote for him. Vote her out. Vote the people that have been there so long, that have turned this whole career politician, these people that have just been there and they've gone to Washington and they just stayed there. Get them out. Vote them out of office. They shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be allowed to be there. Get them out. Let's see here. So I know common sense. Stop with the common sense. I just think common sense wise, though, that's what conservatism is. It's just common sense. It's not ran on emotion. It's not ran on tears or feelings. It's ran on common sense. How do we solve it? And we actually want to solve it. Unlike Democrat policies, they don't want to solve the problems. What if you really did solve poverty? What if you really did solve racism? What if we really solved it? We just got rid of it. I mean, so many people would be out of work. That's what they do. Everything is race. Everything is tied to race. So they constantly throw it out there, throw it. What if we really did? Think about this stuff. What if we really did solve our healthcare system? We really fixed it and we had it like working wonderfully. What if we really did solve our education system? Like there's things, but that's what conservatism, it's hard to say, wants to do. Like we want to solve it. We want to solve the problems. That's why we speak up and speak out. And that's why we think logically. So let's see here. I had to leave California. I couldn't stand living there anymore. Janice, I know. I live there, like I mentioned earlier, and it's bad. It's bad. I mean, the entire state is bankrupt, and now it's a sanctuary state. It's not going to end well for California unless we get some Republicans in there. And I know there is like this grassroots movement amongst conservatives in California that are really trying to turn it around. So if you're in California, reach out to your local GOP base there If you look up your precinct, look up your district, and find out who's running things, and get involved. Get involved, even if you have to run for something small. Precinct leader. I'm a precinct leader. I'm also an assistant district captain for my little county that I live in, and I would recommend you to get involved. Get in there, have a say. Okay, let's see here. You're in Canada. I love it. Yes, get involved. It starts, you have no idea what one person can do. One person can make a difference. I really believe it. Oh, that's so cheesy. It's true. One person can make a difference. Study the people in history. One person, it starts with one person, and then you can make a movement, and you can just start talking to people. And when a liberal is just emotional and like, oh, you have no heart, say, well, how do you solve the problem that you're crying about? How do you plan on solving the problem that you're crying about? And then it gets them thinking like, well, give them more money. And most of the time they want to throw more money at the problem, but that just causes debt. So then, and then you're in debt, and then you have bankrupt problems. So that's not going to solve the problem. And the best way, I think, to solve a problem is in the private sector. Less government. Look at the government. They have no idea what they're doing. They're 20 trillion in debt. They're a bunch of career politician bureaucrats that are there to actually make money. And then they end up going into the whole lobbying system. They're not there to solve problems. Okay. So we need to find solutions in the private sector that will solve our problems. That's what I recommend. All right. I live in Indiana. That's awesome. Mostly conservative state. Lucky you, Jonathan. All right. What else do we have here? Dealing with liberals is like hitting yourself in the head with a hammer. Don't do it. No, don't. Yeah, don't. Well, but don't give up. I don't feel like anyone's like a lost cause. I mean, there might be a few, but there's still people, like, if they're willing to listen, if they're willing to have a conversation, then I feel like have that conversation and ask those questions, just like solution solving. Like, how do you propose solving? How do you solve it? Ask how you solve it. That should be your number one question to a liberal when they're complaining about a problem or crying about a problem. Okay, let's see here. Many Ohio business owners moved to well, Ohio though, we have some hope at Ohio since the last election. So let's stay strong in Ohio. We don't want to lose Ohio. We need Ohio. We need Pennsylvania. We need Michigan. We would love to get Minnesota. We'll start looking at that whole thing when midterms start showing up. And if you are thinking of running, or if you're going to be running, I'm totally open to having guests on my show. I would love to have politicians that are, well, not necessarily if you're a politician. You might be thinking of being a politician. If you want to come on the show and speak about why you're running and why people should vote for you, I'm totally open to it. Would love it. Would love it. Okay. We need to get conservatives that believe in term limits. That's my one. If you gotta be a term limit person to get on the show. Okay. So let's see here. Yes, Trey Gowdy, a perfect example. He's going back to the private sector, even though we love him, right? Love him. Oh, it is a loss, and it is a loss to lose him. But there are other people that, believe it or not, are just as good as Trey Gowdy that we can get in there and they can make a difference. We need fresh people. We need new ideas. We need people that are coming there to solve the problems. They're not coming there to go and sit and, get the perks, fly on the private planes, live off the tax dollar. They're there to solve problems. You got to be voting for people that want to solve problems and that will term limit themselves. Huge, huge believer in that. Let's see here. Yes, term limits. Yes. And I think that exposes people. If you're like, hey, do you support term limits? Would you term limit yourself? Would you sign a pledge to term limit yourself? Then that kind of raises the stakes, because they'd be like, oh yeah, totally. And then when it's time to really do it, they're like, yeah. So that exposes who they really are. All right, you guys, let's wrap this thing up. I really quick wanted to say, I have been dealing with hardcore censorship. I've had a ton of people come on and say, I no longer see your videos. I didn't even know you were still on Facebook. YouTube, literally, it's like stifled my channel so much that my subscriber base is so incredibly low. And I need people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Although right now, YouTube won't let me monetize my videos. So that's why I have set up a Patreon account for people to please donate. That's how we keep, lighting, and I got a webcam. I need to pay for it. So if you want to support, I would definitely appreciate it. I believe that we need people that are using comedy and satire to reach that independent base. And also, if you just want to do a one-time donation at PayPal. But to make it funny, we're working on bare bones here. And so I've limited the set crew to a very small select people that are now working with me. And I think I want to show you of some of the people that are working on my set really quick before we bow out of this thing. Rob, do you have that? We might want to show the set crew.
This is a short break, okay? I need you back here in 5. 5. Hey guys, I'm getting a little shiny. Need some makeup here, okay? Hey, who's supposed to get my tea, okay? Losing my voice here. I'm losing my voice.
Hey, this ain't enough!
Minimum wage here is 13 Skittles, okay? If I pay 15, I'm gonna have to fire one of you.
What can we do to help you?
We're messing with a Rubik's Cube. We're never gonna figure this out for the show.
Hey guys, we're live in 2 minutes. I need you to wrap this up.
How am I supposed to buy brew with Skittles?
Taste the rainbow.
This thing's freaking impossible.
This is a
Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. That's right. So anything you guys can throw my way, that's awesome to keep this thing going. It would be awesome. So please check out Patreon, PayPal, and even sponsorships. I'm totally open to that as well. So yes, really quick close out with my mom moment. Things are crazy right now. Okay, I've got a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. Okay, that's my life. It's nuts. And I have a sister, and she has a beautiful home, and she keeps everything nice and neat and orderly. And then you come to my home, and it just looks all like crazy. It's just crazy. And my little ones have developed this thing that they're doing where I got backpacks for them because we're going to be going on a trip in March for their grandfather's birthday. And so they have these little backpacks, and now they're stuffing all of their toys in these backpacks, and they're walking around the house with them. And so I'm finding these backpacks and toys just all over the place all the time. And I'm like, can you just keep the toys in one spot? But they're just kind of traveling around the house with these, like they're nomads. And it's driving me nuts. Like it's just, so I'm working on patience as a mom because I often I want it to be nice and neat and orderly. And sometimes you just got to let that stuff go. And so I've heard tons of moms say before, just pick your battles. And I feel like sometimes we need to selectively choose to pick our battles. We often get in arguments or stupid arguments, like Facebook arguments or just it's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. So pick your battles, and that's what I'm working on as well. And so I'm just gonna let them travel around the house with their backpacks and leave the toys. And it's not worth it. I'm just gonna let it go. It's a phase. So pick your battles, just like I am learning to do as well. Who knows how long it'll last before I'm just like, but I'm learning to just chill, let it go. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support and your shares. Please share this video and make sure you click the notification to get notified when I do go live. And thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good Friday and weekend. We'll see you next week.